Here at United Contemporary, and the gallery is at 129 Tecumseth Street, and it's just, if you're coming along Queen Street West, you just pass Bathurst, one stop after Bathurst on this streetcar, and then you just walk south into Tecumseh, or if you're in King, you come again, one stop after Bathurst, then you get off at King and walk up. So you can either come across King and then walk up, or walk down, and it's 129 Tecumseh on the east side of the street. And then, yeah, it's a cool little neighborhood here that it's in. And this is a Friday evening, and yeah, so it's called Too Much Fashion, and it goes until Friday, August 30th. And then these are the artists that are in the show. And I'm actually gonna do a quick whip around so you can see it. So you've got Chris Manaya, you want Dynamic Bomb, and then this is what it looks like. And yes, if you want more information to look closer, then you should come and see the show. And then here is Chris again. This one's called No More Running. And here it is. And then this is Betty Bing. Two pieces, Morning Blue and Akijide. And of course, I always forgot these, I think, are Toyin. Even though I think Toyin did something else with the skin. So here they are together. And I love the kind of, very much fashion, right? Little earring. Here now, Veronica Dorset. And I know she based this on her father who was this like Trinidad's called Saga Boy. Jamaicans would say Man a Road. Some people say Fancy Man, you know. And we'd maybe say a flaneur or a, what do you call those, dandy? You'd be a dandy. But yeah, and I love the whole set of Fancy Man on top of dominoes, because her father was also an active domino player, and she was doing a thing with dominoes in the Caribbean. She's Bahamian heritage. The thing about these pieces that I love is the very lovely collage. This is all collage that she did, right? And so different material, fabric. I think it's all paper. She did say it was all paper, but I love it. I love the ring, bracelet, just the whole way she does the details, even just that undershirt, collar, tie, and the shoes. It's incredible. Maple leaves kind of. It's kind of neat to actually come back and see the work after coming to the launch. It's always wise to come back again because there's less noise, distractions, people around to navigate. So there's people who are looking at the work, so you can't really go and have your own time with it, or even just sometimes being able to at the work from a distance. So interesting that all the pads are different fabric in the legs. And then we've got over here is brother I met at the Black Art Fair at Nia, Adetona Omokanye. Actually, no, I met him at the big art fair, one of the big art fairs. And so this is his works. Too bad the light is the light, but hopefully you can see it. He also is sort of collaging effect as well, or just photography. And this is Janice Reed. The roots. And then you get Cashel, who's also Bahamian. And then again, a double duo. And again, she also does collage effect as well. You know, a mix of, I think it's a mix of etching or drawing along with painting and then collage. A little bit more Janice. So interesting because Janice is Jamaican background, heritage. And so she's got a piece here with a Spanish title. And of course, Jamaica is what second language is Spanish, second official language. So it's interesting that she's got a little Anglo. The Strictly Roots was hers. And then now she's got this piece. And she's photography. And that's her other piece over there that we saw over there. The Strictly Roots piece was Janice's as well. And then we have Adetona Abakanye again. And again, these names hopefully you recognize as Nigerian. juxtaposition of the sort of contemporary over here with the traditional. And they're all like really totems of culture at the time of their making and signifying, but also the threads that run through print, right? Cut, elaborateness, lavishness, right? Which speaks to how certain design aesthetics flow. Now this is Kashalia Knowles as well, and the artist who did those pieces were there, the two. And I'm not seeing the name of this. Oh.
Did you have a question?
Did this one get sold, or that's why it's down?
I had it out to show a curator because they're looking at, this is Kishel's work here.
Right, yeah.
And this was an earlier piece that we had in a show last year.
Right. When you were on the other location, I remember I
That's
saw that
right,
show,
yes. And this is the artist's nephew.
Oh.
So she's based in Nassau in the Bahamas.
Right.
And she said young teenagers or young adults who are her nephew's age are obsessed with American brands.
Right.
And that they like to wear the tags visible. See how he's like wearing the shopping tag?
Yes.
And that a lot of them don't realize that they're actually knockoffs. So this one's called Polo Assassin.
Right.
Because it looks like it's Ralph Lauren, but it's actually a brand called Polo Assassin.
Ah.
Yeah. And so what she does is she creates this with collage, as you can see, with decorative papers, and then the face and hands have been illustrated.
Yes, the collage is just her strong suit, right? Just people don't realize collage until they get close.
It looks like lush fabric. She really achieves that with a lot of her papers that she's using. And this diptych here, these two works, this is one of her closest friends who she's never had as a subject before.
Oh.
And the one in the blue shirt, she said, this is how he believes the world sees him. So he's wearing his work shirt and he's a bit more subdued in his stance.
Right.
And then the one on the right in the red jacket, that's how he wishes the world would see him. That's how he sees himself.
That's interesting.
So he's standing on the stool, it's a bit more of a power stance and a bit more, a bit more expressive, I guess. I mean, I think the one in the blue shirt is equally fabulous.
I think so too, yeah. We never thought that narrative behind the two images.
I know.
But this was in a show.
This was it last year.
Yes.
We have a curator who's looking at Kishel's work, so we thought we'd leave it out while she looks at this.
And there was this, we went to a speaker, Gordon and...
Oh, you came to the panel the other?
Yeah.
Yes. Kishel wasn't here for that, unfortunately. Okay. She's based in Nassau, but she was at the opening event.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed the opening. I came the day after.
Okay, yes, you were at the Friday.
The soft launch the Thursday, and the Friday came for the actual opening.
Which was a real party as well.
Yeah, that was really good. I didn't see the difference, but when I saw the pictures, I said, "Oh, there's a whole double thing that happened." Well, see, folks, you can come and hear more stories about the other ones that I walked you through, so you get a flavor that there's stories behind all these pieces that you're seeing. And I like how she got his scar. Look at that.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
You looked fine.
I love the earrings, you know me.
Yes, and it's again the earring is even
sparkling.
Yeah.
Love that.
And then the
I didn't notice the whole tag thing.
yes, Polo Assassin, yeah. I've always loved her work. And then even here too. Tommy Hilfiger.
That's something we would be interested in. Like, often when we do artist talks about show, usually we have the strategy of
Look at the pant, the texture of the pant, the pattern on the pant. And then the piece de resistance here is Gordon Shadrach, brother I've been following forever and watching his work go from strength to strength. And just so you get a sense, way back there is, that's also his work from his other show he did here, solo show. Kind of following his journey, navigating cancer at the moment. Yeah.
Did you see the ones around the corner?
Where?
Around.
That is his work too? Okay.
It's from the other show. That's from the other show.
And this is amazing. Gordon, this is amazing. Again, I walked through the show when I came for the opening, but being here with less people and quiet is so interesting to appreciate it. That is you, my brother. Yep. And then again, the details on the hands. I mean, the detailed work. I mean, the technique over time. I just watch his work get better and better and stronger. Which I guess is by you keep doing, you keep doing, you keep doing. And then look at the bangles. The ring, and then the fabric with the paint as you're painting and cleaning.
Yep.
And then that cravat underneath
Right?
the shirt, because he really is a master at sartorial documenting. And then this with the glasses, the eyes behind, everything. Incredible. Like it's anatomic work has gotten stronger and stronger. I mean, that hand, fingernails. And then I love the back, always the backdrop with the, you know, print of some kind. And then the other big thing for Gordon is frames. He's big on portraits go into, and I've always, I think I've asked him before, and I'm not sure what the answer was about, does the frame dictate what you create to put in it, or do you get creative, then you find the frame to suit it? And I think it might be the latter, right? And so whenever you're buying a piece of art, you price it to include the frame.
Because doesn't this look like this leaf?
Yeah, you're right. I just saw that. Yeah. Yeah, like the palm fronds. Or the cocoa, or whatever that plant is. I don't even know what that plant is called. Oh, my gardening aunt and mother and family and friends. Jan, if you're watching this, you would know what this, you can comment and say what you know. I want to say they're palm fronds. That's what I would think they are. But as Juna says, it's repeated in the, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go back there to show you those other pieces. You can come to the gallery yourself and see them. I'm trying to provoke y'all when you know, not just give the entire show away, because the idea of showing you these is to say this is what's available out here in Toronto. And so this is somebody I discovered years ago, Ehika Ode, and she does stuff with aesthetics. So like with, you know, I'm thinking of sort of when you do your nails and, you know, your toenails and stuff like that, manicure, pedicure, but it's the whole idea of aesthetics that she deals with, black aesthetics, and sort of the achievement of that aesthetic. So again, these won't match, but just give you the titles of these that you're going to see shortly that she's put up in a sort of a blocked collection. And yeah, they look like this. Look at these. And some of these I saw at the big Toronto art show. And I showed you some of these. I don't think all were there. And it's sort of like almost a woodcut or woodcut and painting, I think. Etchings. And this one is so subtle, but look at it once you, and it's funny because I see multiple images in it.
You're making me look now.
Don't you? Yeah, because you can relook and relook. Because look at it, right, when you go into...
I didn't realize it was not only a profile.
Yeah, and then but you see another kind of image inside it. And then look at this piece. I love this piece. And she's Nigerian, so Gordon is who I just showed you. He is, I want to say Dominican, as well as I think Grenadian, but I think there might also be some Bajan and some Trini and Antiguan in there. But I could be getting that completely wrong. But it's, sorry Gordon that I'm not landing. I want to say Dominican is what stands out for me. Gordon is Dominican, isn't he?
Yeah.
And like a Dominican and something else.
Well, born and raised in Brampton.
I'll find out. I want to make sure I get that right, Gordon. So before I leave here, I'm going to ask the folks up there, the curators. And then look at this. got over here Ojo Aggie. And then this is her work. Again, it's arranged.
Trinidadian parents, Dominican and Trinidadian parents.
Okay, so it's Dominica and Trinidadian. That's Gordon Shadrach. He's Dominican and Trinidadian. And then this work by Oji Aggie. Yeah, Benny's work is solid. And finally, in the art that's available is Benny Bing. And I have a whole thing that he talks about how they start to do men. And mostly solo. And I was saying, would he do group? And he said, he's done the occasional, but mostly does solo. Because I said, and he'll also do commission portraiture. And then to go along with the show, you will see that they just have a collection of books, which are books that if you want to have books on art, black art, really recommend it. So you've got Imagining Black Diasporas, and it's 21st Century Art and Poetics. Beautiful book. And then it features all these different artists. Again, you can come and see it for yourself and see if you want to add it to your collection, or you can go online and just research it. And then African artists from 1882 to now. By Phaedon. And then one of my favorite books by Malini Barnett, Crafted Kinship, gorgeous book. And it features all these Caribbean artists. An incredible book, like an incredible comprehensive collection.
It's not my favorite. And can you get it at the wine rack? Yeah. Alright, so what you're saying that
Intimate Compass of Extraordinary Caribbean Makers. So good. And then along with that, good old Jamal Shabazz back in the day. So that's a good one. But then another one that's really good is, look at this, the work in here. Okay, may not open it because just for time, but you can also be tempted to get a look at these books somewhere. And the other books I'd recommend by him is Last Sunday in June, where he documents the New York City Pride, people at the New York City Pride Parade. And then he also has one I love, which is Time Before Crack, or Life Before Crack, which is about how African American communities surviving well in the inner cities before the crack epidemic. Not to mention just the whole, how they basically bombarded the inner city black communities with drugs. And then, facilitated Reagan and his wife's Just Say No, war on drugs, that just vilified black communities, right, and black people. So tons of black men are in jail. And black people, including women, we never forget women. Sometimes we can forget women in these dialogues, discourses, that are also in jail for minor offenses that at this point one would say, get them out of jail, because a lot of the drugs that we're into jail for are no longer illegal and seen in the same way. And now that we have harm reduction approaches, beautiful book. And then this one, cinema. 1890 to 1971, 1898, Junior. Is that shocking? And this is still from The Kiss, which is, I want to say it's the first image of African Americans on screen, at least in the United States. Let's remember, not to center the US is not the center of the total black story, but their story, their part of the black stories. This is the first.
On screen kiss.
Yes, on screen. I think black people appearing on screen. It's a silent film back in the 1800s, and then The Kiss. And I think it might have even been the first kiss. I might be wrong on this. First kiss that was documented on screen. Period, for anybody, at least in America. Because of course, documenting a kiss back then would have been something that's not a moral behavior, proper behavior too. But of course, black people were often outside of that, which is how, as queer or black people, being outside sometimes gives you more permission to realize and create culture. At the same time, it is on the basis of being marginalized and pathologized sometimes. So it's constantly navigating that double side of the blade. Or something. You can't cuss me and critique me online if you don't want. Say whatever else you talk about. Anyway, and this is I love this book. It's a beautiful book. I haven't seen this before. Taylor Henderson. And look at it's all about collage. And here. You can see, and then of course, you can pause this and read that more clearly. And then and then this book, I love this book as well. Time is always now. What does you feel the black figure? And then this is the Bernadine is the one who wrote the book that's Mr. Loverman.
Okay.
Yeah. And then all the different artists. Hervin, Jamaican background. Jordan, US. The others I'm not so sure for sure. Everybody else is from. Toyin Oijis. He's the one his work, I went to her exhibitions in New York. Yeah, lovely. All right, so this all goes along with this. So that's the show, y'all.
Come on down.
Come on down.
One more week.
What did you think of it?
Oh my God! And I think this is good to come when there's not a lot of people here. You can just spend time and stop and go back and see something else. Because openings are great, they're fun, but you need to come like when it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
We're here like between 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
So come on down.
And it's on till
The
August 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
United
you know what the
Contemporary.
hours are?
They go till 6. It's on the door.
Okay, till 6 p.m. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And it's Monday to...
I think it says Monday to Saturday they do.
Okay. All right, folks, so we're going to head out to the wilds of Toronto. Oh, you ready? Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Gonna say goodbye. Can I just go capture his work at the back? Yeah? Okay, great.
How was it seeing the show when it's quieter?
We were just saying that,
It's a
right?
different experience.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be more
And you can
present.
get right in and see the works and then, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a beautiful show. It's been such a joy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do I remember this piece from that show? See, oh my God, okay, folks, so I am showing you the work back. And look at the frame again. Look at the frame. And usually when Gordon is here, he tells you more of a story. I'm sure there's a story behind this image and the frame and what he was thinking. But look at that. Again, getting so strong. And even the hair. I remember when I had hair like that. We pine sometimes for those, and then sometimes we don't, because it's like, you know, shave my head and go. And it's dwell. Wow, and then this one is also quite lovely. I think he sold most of the rest of the show, if not all the show. And look at the hair, the light hitting the hair. And he sort of put the greenery behind. So that is it. And then this is other people's work that we're not here for, but there you go. All right. And we're out. Yeah, I saw those two, yeah. Beautiful.
So it's fine. But it's weird. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
See you. Bye.
So the paper is brown, and it's painted onto the brown paper.
Oh, lovely.
That's why the eyes are popping like that.
Right.
So I'm like, it's like, and you work all
Yes, esque.
esque, but better. Let's just get that.
Wow. Folks, so there it is. Too much fashion. That was 1:30. Yes, for your post.
Too much fashion. Did you see it on CTV News?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was on CTV News last night, or if not last night, the night before.
Yeah?
And just a little moment. You know how they have the name of the person underneath who they're interviewing,
Right.
but they were interviewing Gordon.
There it is, United Contemporary.
Open 11 to 6, Wednesday to Saturday.
Wednesday to Saturday.
Are we walking or transit?
So we could even walk down to have you been to the well yet?
No.
Let's walk to the well and then we can go.
Okay.
And we can see if we can walk, or we can jump on the transit when we get to Spadina.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, folks, there it is in the King West neighborhood. Some of the things that happen. And is that a church?
Probably converted.
Why do I think that's where Kenneth had one of his shows, photography shows? Kenneth Montague, British artist, photographer, Desmond Morris show. I think it was in that building. Because it looked like it looks church-like, but I don't think it's used as a church. I think he used it.
Onto a utility, definitely.
Yeah, because look at that green hydro, Toronto Hydro, yeah. It's a hydro building. But look at the runners.
Right?
Trying to running club, y'all. Here we go.